only I think once.
It's time for JD Knows NIL
Hosted by JD Descartes
with Coach KJ
and Solo.
Woo.
All right.
Hey, kids, how's it going? We're back. Episode something. I don't know the number anymore. I give up. We'll stop counting. This is JD Knows NIL. I am JD. Trent is our producer. Solo is the co-host and sitting in for a very special occasion. UT versus UF. Jody the Gambler Gordon. Jody.
Hey, how your mama now?
Oh, that's all right. Before we get too far into that, though, I'll go back to Solo. Solo, it's been how long since LFC played a game?
Weeks.
You
Are y'all okay?
You fine? No.
No, I mean, I personally, I like the break because we sucked. So we're back next Saturday, 9:00.
Are you ready though? I know you were not happy.
Yeah, I'm expecting a nice little push until the World Cup break. So
How many games again?
I think it's like 14 games in like 40 something days or something like that.
There's going to be a lot of hamstring pulls. I don't like this already.
Hopefully, I mean, some of the injured players should be back.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see. Ask me after, what is it, November, whatever, before the World Cup break, and then I'll tell you what my second half predictions will be. Yeah. I'm hoping we can make something happen.
They took my birthday off, bastards.
They always do. They play on my birthday.
That's the most positive I've ever heard Solo be about LFC.
Oh, we're already starting? We're already starting?
Yeah, no, he's been just downtrodden and like everything is bleak the entire season so far. And he was like, "Oh, maybe this break.
I'm a realist.
Maybe this break will be the fun."
That's pretty close.
I'm a realist.
I like that.
I'm a realist though.
Jody's impression wasn't too far
Was
off.
it?
That was pretty bad. Speaking of,
His voice ain't that deep though.
Jody, the guy that was making fun of you. Jody, you're a bit of a dabble and a little bit of online gambling on some games. So
He's a certified bookie.
Yeah, a little bit. So we're going to talk Vols Gators later. That rhymed. Other than that, what are you looking at this weekend that you feel really confident about that you may or may not have laid down money on?
And I have to say, first of all, even though I love the Vols Gators game, and I think the Vols are going to win, that's beside the point.
He said save it for later.
Yes,
I know you said save it for later.
He didn't say how much.
But my biggest bet of the weekend, by far, everything I got is on Tennessee, Florida, over 62.5.
That's the only thing we agree on.
That's the easiest bet in the world.
That's all we agree on.
Oh, my God. They're going to score 100.
No.
A piece.
Because Tennessee can't stop the run. I admit that. And Florida can't stop anything anywhere. Tennessee's going to throw 60 up on them. As long as
relax back there. I hear you.
As long as Florida scores a field goal, that's the easiest bet ever.
Here we go.
But
didn't take long.
in order, that's the number one.
Okay.
Number two is going to be Notre Dame plus 2.5 at North Carolina. North Carolina is
Hot garbage.
3-0. They are undefeated this season.
Hot garbage. You're thinking about NC State.
No, we're undefeated too.
Way overrated.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more.
Notre Dame.
Oh, God. You don't have to kiss
just
his
got
ass.
their first. They just got their first win of the season after they lost to Marshall and
Who'd they beat?
Ohio State.
Yeah, who'd they beat last week?
They beat Cal.
Was it Cal?
Barely.
Yeah.
But it was.
So you're taking
it was barely.
You're taking Notre Dame plus 2.5.
Yes. By Notre Dame's going to win that game by 8.
I like the sounds of that.
Again, in order, with the exact same theory, Michigan over Maryland. Michigan minus 17 over Maryland. Maryland happens to be 3-0 as well. Completely overrated. They've played nobody in those 3 games. Michigan has dominated every single person they've played by at least like 35 points in these last 3 games. It's not even been close. Maryland's played nobody. They happen to be 3-0. That's the only reason this line is at 17. It should be more like 25.
I like it. Thorough.
Last,
I do like that one.
USC minus 6 over Oregon. USC will win the Pac-12 100%. There's no one even close to them. The only person that was close to them was Utah, and they lost to Florida. How bad is that?
We may find out tomorrow.
This is incredible.
Yeah,
Just want to correct him.
USC
Utah
is
not a
destroy
person.
Oregon State.
Utah is a team. This is that Tennessee mentality, right? They don't know the difference between people and teams. I mean, he
Well,
just
I'm
called
telling you, all
he just
four
called
of
Utah
those-
a person. But
all four of those
I digress.
are locked
He doesn't know what a Utah
as
is.
hell. USC -6 over Oregon State. They don't stand a chance. USC is going to dominate.
No chance in
year
hell. Is that Vince McMahon?
Yeah, he's
That's
not there
exactly
anymore.
right.
He's retired
But-
forcefully.
But I stand by that statement that Oregon State doesn't stand a chance in hell.
So
Was it Oregon State or Oregon?
Oregon State.
I thought you said Oregon earlier.
ranked
Oh,
teams.
You weren't listening, Mr. Florida.
Ooh, this is off to a good start.
There we
already.
go.
I like where this is headed. All right, cool. So while Trent does some no, you're good. Some repairs. All right, Trent, speaking of teams that aren't rated or ranked, the Wolfpack.
We're
You've
number
had,
12.
are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're
right.
3-0. They're 3-0.
The 3-0.
We squeaked by ECU. Don't worry about
Oh, that's what it was. I was going to
There's
make
a-
There's a rivalry
There's a
game.
lot of terrible.
That's what it
3-0
was.
teams.
All the Blue Bloods are 3-0. Basketball schools.
That's what I looked at too.
Yeah.
The top 10 of the football rankings.
Kansas-
It looks like basketball right now.
Kansas
yeah.
and Duke play each other this week. 3-0 each.
Got Kentucky at 8. It just looks weird.
Well, I won't talk about Kentucky.
We hit refresh. Oh, that's right.
Oh, somebody talk about Kentucky, please.
All right. Well, what D2 team do y'all play this weekend, Trent? Is anybody good?
UConn.
wasn't
Got
wrong.
him.
4-0.
Let's go.
I don't even know the spread on. Do you know? Is it 40?
That's a lot.
Like 27.5. It sounds like on
Just
my
ask
head.
you.
It's my best
Just
guess.
off the top. 38 and a half.
Hmm,
38
40.
and a half. Yeah, I was off by 11. Whatever.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Either way, yeah, I would. If I had to bet that game, I'd take the Wolfpack just because UConn sucks at everything.
Yeah, they literally on this ESPN thing they have a 1.5% chance. So that's pretty bad.
It's very bad. Yeah.
It's almost zero.
38.5. Yeah.
All right.
What if?
I like this intro. I
Hey,
like
hey,
this.
hey,
What you
listen,
got,
this,
JD?
I will root for the Wolfpack because they got screwed out of a baseball tournament 2 years ago
Yes.
that no one should have ever been screwed out
Oh, that
of.
was the COVID year, right?
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
that's
We were
right.
on-
Who
we
they
were
go- who they play-
cruise-
Was it Vandy?
Yeah,
Vandy
Vandy.
got pushed
Yeah,
forward
yeah,
because NC State had supposed COVID results.
Yeah, man, that's just no
So
need to
Vandy
do
hate
all
them
that.
too.
Oh,
What's it-
not like one of the richest families in America
Yeah.
was playing them.
There's no
Cock
Anyway.
your head again like that?
Did you see
Oh,
that
there you
too?
go. Yeah.
Looks like one of the
Yeah.
bobbleheads.
Rich ass Vandy.
wow.
What you got going on, JD?
Well, Trent, last week you brought up the swear jar, bad words for a good cause. So, two things. One, I figured we owed it a little. So I brought this.
There's a lot of pennies in there.
I didn't say all that shit. All right.
There's another one.
And two, being that this is Jody's first show, I figured I'd go ahead and pay up now. That's covered, Jody.
Because you ain't getting
Yeah.
a damn thing out of me.
I'll throw a five.
Well, there.
Yeah.
And
We are loaded. In here.
now we're off and right.
It's all the money we make off all our listeners.
Yeah. It's a licensing agreement we just signed.
Did we sign a license?
No, I didn't.
Where's Richard Pearl when you need him?
Right. He
selling
was in
homes?
Buffalo.
Selling homes.
He was in Buffalo.
He went to the game.
Mhm.
He had no business going on.
I don't think he liked the people. You know who else didn't have any business going there? The Titans.
Yeah.
That was
Ooh,
destructive.
They
touche.
should have left them people alone.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad.
How about we get into the news?
Yeah, I screwed
Yeah, I
this.
got-
Let's just go to the news.
Hang on a moment. One job here.
It's all good.
Let me just click.
Oh no, we'll wait on you, dog. Don't worry.
Thanks,
about it.
man. I'm on it. I'm on it right here. Thank you, Jody.
How many
So
shows you
now
got?
it's time for JD Does the News. This is going to be the biggest load of bollocks ever.
All right, so this is the non-NFL version of the news. We'll get that part out of the way.
Celtics.
Yeah. Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
I got that one right. So he was banging a secretary or something. It sounds
Well,
like.
no, there's more. Like the story just keeps getting
There's
worse.
no chance that was just
Oh.
a secretary.
But wait, there's
No.
more.
Yeah, they're saying it was the wife of a
Executive.
VP or
There,
executive.
that's why.
And then there's another story coming around saying that he was, what's the word? I'm trying to be politically correct here. I'm not trying to say rapey, but
like rapeless burger.
he was
Using his power.
over aggressive.
Over-aggressive.
Do you think he used the "Do you know who I am"?
He ain't done nothing.
Wow.
He
It's
took Celtics to the
In his
finals,
first,
but
in
then
his
What
first
most
year.
likely happened was that I think that secretary might have been also banging a VP.
Sound like we're
Somebody with a little more clout than the coach
Yes,
has.
that is it. It got a little salty.
One of the big wigs
I
got
bet
pissed
it
off
did.
that he was like his
That's
side
the only
piece.
thing that makes sense because this has happened
I know. I was about to say
many
yeah,
times
exactly.
over every organization, every sports place.
I can't stand the Celtics, so.
So is that what this is for you? It's just that you hate the.
But what's crazy is
It's karma. Maybe.
you're gonna suspend him for a year and then let him come back.
What's going to be very
He's gonna
interesting?
get fired, isn't he? Like, how do you come back
No,
from this?
What's
You would
going to
have
be
fired him
interesting?
right now.
Oh,
It-
yeah,
if he's
I don't-
suspended, he's only going to be suspended from the Celtics. That means
He's free to go.
another
Yeah.
team could pick him up.
they should.
A
He's a
team
great
like,
coach.
say, the Denver Nuggets, who need a coach, would pick him up.
Who's
And
it?
like, who?
You're a Nuggets fan?
He's a
I'm an all
Denver
Denver
fan.
guy.
He's a Denver.
Oh
guy.
Yeah.
boy. Okay,
He's a Denver UT guy.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I have a uncle in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
So
That's
it's a great place. Colorado rules. But people that need a coach like that, a coach that can take someone to the NBA finals without an absolute superstar, they will be fawning over this guy.
yeah.
And also, they said that the Celtics were made aware of this a couple weeks ago. They hired a private firm to investigate, and then they found out the juice on Wednesday, and then that's when shit
Story
hit
broke.
the fan.
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, you got Nia Long at home, bruv.
Yeah. Come
Right.
on. Come on.
juice is
Legend.
loose.
I mean,
Huh? The juice is loose.
Oh, it's
Neil Long forever.
just out there. I mean, and this is your first head coaching gig. Like,
I get. Yeah. I
I
think Jody.
mean,
I think
you-
Jody was spot on with what he said.
you're risking a lot for a little.
That's what they
tail.
were talking. Or like Stephen A. even had his rant about it. Did you see that?
Yeah, but
Like,
then he
went-
rescinded what he said because now more details come out, and it's not.
That's not what he said. He rescinded that.
Matt Barnes came out last night and was defending the head coach, and then this morning he deleted whatever he posted and said someone inside gave him the
Leaked it.
deets. No, gave him the
Oh.
deets. He's not sharing them, but he said it's not good
Oh, really?
for Udoka. It's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I highly doubt any of us will ever know the exact
Oh no,
details
for
of
sure.
this.
No, there's a 0% chance. Of that.
Yeah. So like if there's somebody that's a little bit higher up in him, like not GM, but like ownership material
Yeah.
type of person that was also with said female,
Yes.
that will never get out and he will just be banned like from the Celtics and he will go somewhere
Yeah.
else.
So that's the question, though. Does he coach the Celtics again?
I don't think.
I
so.
highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I think he does
I think. He
I
does.
think he
Really?
will.
I don't think he does.
because
he-
winning
he'll
keeps
be
you.
suspended and he'll have a lot of money waiting on the table from I don't know
Everybody else.
the
in
other
yeah.
30 teams
Feels kind
Yeah.
of Brooklyn-y.
that need that kind of coach.
Yeah,
The
I don't
rapey kind?
think. I don't think
I
he
don't
coaches
think he
them.
does
I don't
either.
think he coaches them again. Because what's going to happen is more stories are going to start coming out as like season kicks off and all that stuff. Like you're going to start hearing whispers and stories coming out, and by the end of the suspension, they're just going to be like, "We're parting ways."
I think that's pretty.
Or to
accurate.
Jody's point, another team is going to be like, "You know what?
Hey,
We'll I guess trade for him."
I mean,
our VPs will keep our mouth shut. Damn, that's messed up. Anyway, go ahead. What else?
But,
What
you-
else?
the VP, huh?
did you see how they like, and most of the people on Twitter and the internet are like losing their minds because all these Celtic women representatives are like, I think one of the chicks was like vice president of player
Careful
relations. Well, I'll try to keep it clean.
PC.
But they started like blasting them on Twitter, posting their pictures and Brad Stevens, was he the former head coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's
He's
in
the
charge
GM.
of
He's the GM now, right?
basketball operations.
Yeah.
He was pretty emotional at the press conference.
Yeah.
today.
He'll also
he's
be their coach.
I've always had respect for him. Brad Stevens is solid.
Because
And
I'd be
I-
willing to bet that he didn't want to do this.
Yeah,
I
I
really
really-
that was in a relationship with the Secretary.
I
I
guarantee you
also
it's
don't-
not Brad Stevens.
I also think the Celtics didn't handle this correctly.
no,
That's
that's what
absolutely
they
not.
did this about
Instead of
as
coming
far-
out and just being honest with him, just letting everybody know what he did.
and they're trying to do that, but they're completely missing
That's
the
what.
mark.
That's what means. The only thing that makes sense is one guy with a lot of power
Yes.
who was hooked on this girl
Yep.
that the coach was sleeping with was like, we're gonna ruin this guy.
Yes. That is my.
That's
that
the
is-
only thing that actually makes
This might be
sense.
the only thing we agree on the whole night.
It could very well be.
Yeah, I think that's spot on.
All right, so real quick pop quiz. When I was looking this up, he made it to NBA Finals. Who was the last, as a rookie head coach? Who was the last rookie NBA head coach to win the championship
As a coach,
as the head coach?
Steve Kerr.
The most recent
Well,
rookie head coach to win.
Steve didn't win his first year, did he?
I don't know.
That's a
Yo,
good
That's a
guess.
good guess, though.
It is not. It is Nick Nurse from the Raptors.
I would've
And,
never-
Oh, that was recent too. That was
Yo.
recent.
you know why? Because I was like, who the hell is Nick Nurse?
Is he, he's still the Toronto head coach.
yeah,
though,
he's
right?
still there.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I
Like
was
second
never.
That was a
guess
good
would've
one,
been
that was
Spoelstra. I
a-
was just thinking of young guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
would
hilarious.
have thought Spoelstra
Yeah,
too. That was a good
Spoelstra's
one.
a good guess. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Well, he was the Nurse was the most recent. It may be Spo. I saw the list. It's like 9 of them total. But anyway,
Most recent, yeah.
I
Probably
just
is
X'd
Nurse.
out of that one. What we should be Xing out of, though, is watching the U.S. men's national soccer team because, good God, they lost 2-0. They got bombed by the Japs. That's not good at all.
Yo, you can't do that.
Payback.
Yo, pause.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't even us.
Y'all have a bet on it?
No, if there was like a bet.
I swear to God, I was going to say the most offensive thing on this podcast.
He beat you.
It's my name. I had to take
It's
it.
the warm-up game.
Yeah, they can't warm up for crap, though. They suck.
What was the U.S.'s lineup, though? Was it a strong lineup?
I have no idea. Name 5 players.
I'm looking it up.
You didn't even watch, and you were making Pearl
No.
Harbor jokes.
No, we
No,
were,
no.
and in one of our group chats, JD was like,
Mhm.
"This." What did you say? It was a good one. I didn't want to acknowledge.
Oh, earlier
I didn't
today?
want to
No,
acknowledge
it was good. It was good.
You said, "File this under
Oh, yeah.
quotation marks. Not surprised / don't care. File." Who did they? I don't think they fielded a strong lineup. Though.
Well, clearly,
I
Played probably backup goalkeeper.
This is not
I
important.
couldn't
Sorry.
even.
Yeah,
No,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't a
The main
strong. It wasn't.
subject.
It's not.
all right, well, let's get into
They're not going
the-
to win the World Cup, but
Are they going
I
to
wouldn't-
escape the group stage?
yes,
So England is what, first? Do you think the States are second?
England's playing like shite right now
Fact
too.
of the matter is that the friendlies mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
This-
literally mean nothing.
I mean, Japan
Preseason
played,
football.
and your boy Taki didn't even start.
Look,
'Cause he knew better.
we
It
beat
was
Man
boring.
City in the Community Shield. What did that mean?
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Negative Nancy. Why are you bringing that up?
Why are you making Solo sad already?
I'm perfectly
just
fine
coming
with
out
where
of
we're at.
Because I've got to keep him down till tomorrow around 2 p.m.
Oh boy.
You should come watch, like, just in the background, Trent. Like,
No, I'm
like
probably down.
at the dining room table. That's where I'll be hiding if you want to watch.
Oh,
The,
it'll be going down.
I'm sure it
Going
will.
down for real.
And the last news thing that's not NFL, it's strictly, I guess, for my entertainment purposes. Soraya showed up in AEW Wednesday night. She used to be Paige in the WWE. She about had her neck snapped in half from.
She's the one that
yeah,
made
Brad-
videos.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one, right? She made videos.
Yeah, Brad
I
Maddox
have
and Xavier
seen
Woods.
her before.
Oh.
You've seen a lot of her. I bet.
Oh, so she changed her name.
Well, she
That
can't use
didn't help.
Paige because that's a WWE trademark to name. So
That's not
that probably
why she
didn't.
changed
Yeah, I was
it.
about to say that probably didn't help.
everyone knows who she is.
She changed it because if you search WWE page on a certain website, it doesn't come up with wrestling material.
It does, kind of. Greco-Roman.
She's wrestling something.
Yeah,
Oh, moving on.
she's wrestling.
Uh-huh. And next.
So then CM Punk, what happened to that whole catastrophe?
So he's out. I think they're going to do a contract buyout.
There was a championship belt fight the other day, right? Moxley,
Yeah,
won or
Moxley
something?
and
Yeah.
Danielson, because they had to make up something pretty quick to fix it, and so they just gave it right back to Moxley, which was All right, I guess it is what it is. It was a good show though. But yeah, so he's
So
going to
you
get
got
bought
your
out.
seat, like it made you jump.
There was a pretty good match. Though some of the matches before it were better though. The Acclaimed, they won their tag team championship. That was the best one.
I am a lifelong fan of Paige. I want that on note and on record.
Well, now you're ready for it.
Lifelong fan.
Anyway, so yeah, and then but all that fight mess is not looking good. And Kenny Omega was on a show the other day, and he still had the actual bite marks from the fight, like on his arm. They tried to cover it up. So
They're biting people now.
they were in this. All right, let's get into the NFL news.
Sounds like Paige.
Oh boy.
All right, well, that's not going to go good with my next one. So last night, the Browns win without Watson against Roethlisberger. I'll just leave it at that point. 29-17. Wasn't much of a game, really. Kind of stayed close for the most part, really, to the end of it. But Trubisky, you think he's done already? Is it too early to pull the plug and go ahead and go to Pickett?
Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead and say Wolfpack versus UNC there again, and the good guys prevail? Jacoby's Wolfpack.
Oh yeah. He went there, didn't he?
Yep.
Look, the only important thing about that game is watching George Pickens.
That was a hell of a
Dude, that
catch.
was
At the end of the
insane,
That was a hell of a
bro.
catch. That was a hell of a catch.
Dude, no one cared what happened after the rest of that game. Everyone only debated, was that catch better than ODB's?
That wasn't a
OBJ.
badass catch.
But if
ODB.
ODB.
What?
I missed that.
He
I
said
said
ODB.
ODB instead of OBJ.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
guys. If you think about it,
Clan ain't nothing.
the Browns technically should be 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets debacle last week,
Karma doesn't exist.
but
No, they barely slip by the Panthers. I mean, they
Yeah, that
they
was
shouldn't be 3.
great. bull crap.
I
as well.
mean,
that
Panthers-
was
Baker deserved to win.
Panthers
that game, I think.
panthered themselves, right?
no, we got kind of FUCK.
But you're 0-2 now, so you panthered yourselves.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
spell it out. We're children.
Yes, it's fine.
So you gotta
Such
think
bullshit.
the Browns are playing with the backup quarterback.
Jacoby's solid, bro.
What helps them is the two-headed running attack. I mean, you got Chubb
Nick Chubb is a
and
monster.
Hunt, and then
Yeah,
now you got
Nick Chubb's
Cooper.
incredible.
Nick Chubb's
So
that dude. But how about DeAndre? Anyway, go ahead.
from where I'm
Those
looking,
Georgia
from where
guys
I'm
are
looking at,
crazy.
from where I'm looking at it right now, the Browns are the AFC North favorites.
Yeah,
so hypothetically, they're, let's say, 8-3, 9-2.
I still have to give it to Baltimore.
no,
They just have the best quarterback. That's
that's it. though.
unfortunately
Best quarterback just lost to Tua.
Yeah,
that happens.
No, does it?
Yes, it does.
that
Two won
mean-
the lottery that day.
They still have.
We'll get to
I
Miami.
think- yeah,
Out
I
of
want to talk
everyone-
about Miami
Out
for
of
sure.
everyone in the AFC North, whose quarterback would you like to have?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Watson.
You just like massages. That's why.
Whoa.
No, anyway, so Watson, let's say the Browns are 9-2 or 8-3 when he's finally back, and Brissett's been playing well. Do you replace him with Watson, or you just keep rolling with Jacoby?
Replace him.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot the Bengals were. You're
I mean, they're
right.
they're
Oh,
0
and
they're
two.
0-2 right now. They're 0-2 right now.
But you're
Bengals
right,
are
you're
0-2 right now.
I would rather have Burrow than Lamar.
All right, let's get into other 0-2 teams. So these are the current NFL teams that are 0-2. Bengals, Raiders, Titans, Panthers, Falcons. All right, so of these 0-2 teams, which one would you say can most likely rebound and make the playoffs?
Panthers, baby, let's get it.
All right, now that you said that, all right, Trent, who do you actually believe?
The Panthers,
Oh
bro.
my God, you can't
We're
be
ready
serious.
now. We got everybody right where we want them.
So,
That's not crazy. They're in the NFC. Like the NFC kind of sucks. Their wild card is wide open.
Yep.
They're not going to win the division, but they could be better than the Saints and the Falcons.
No,
We're gonna beat the Saints this weekend.
No, the easy answer is the Titans because the AFC South sucks. The Titans can make the playoffs with a losing record.
Isn't Taylor out for the season now?
Taylor who?
Lewan.
He never plays. Why does he matter?
They are.
He never plays.
Kinda matters.
He never plays.
They have 3 first-year starters on the offensive
Oh,
line.
Here's
coming up.
what mostly matters.
So hold
We're
on,
gonna
hold on.
bounce
Look,
back.
so look,
Ryan Tannehill is what matters.
if we look at it,
Not wrong.
the Bengals play in the NFC North. So you're talking Browns, Ravens. Those two teams are going to be up there. Raiders play in the hardest division
Period.
So I mean, only 3 of those teams are going to make it to the playoffs, and I've called it before. I think it's going to be Chargers, Chiefs, and
Broncos.
Raiders.
Broncos.
So then that has the
Broncos
Raiders back in.
suck,
No, you said Broncos.
but the Titans. I mean, they're going through a little spell right now. I mean, that Buffalo game,
easiest
that Buffalo
answer is
game.
Any NFC team on that list.
Thank you.
You got 2 of them. Panthers
There's
and
only
Falcons.
2, and they both play in the same division.
It's Panthers.
Thank you. I think you're
No,
absolutely right.
Christian McCaffrey's not going to make it a whole season. We already know that.
That's fine.
The AFC
So,
is
Baker Mayfield-
definitely harder than the NFC.
Matt Rule. Let's talk about Matt Rule.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about him. Let's
Here
talk
we
about
go.
him. Let's
Here
talk
we
about
go.
Well,
Matt
before you
Rule.
get there, I'm going to go Raiders, by the way. All right, go ahead.
You're going Raiders?
Yeah,
That's
I just
insane.
think that they'll be 3rd in the West,
That
and they'll
is-
be the wild card, the last one in.
You're a Broncos fan. How you feel about the Broncos right now?
Not great, but I think we'll be above the Raiders.
That's a bold prediction.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. Your head coach is killing you right now.
You'll be at least 2 games.
Your head
behind
coach
them.
is killing you. Hey, and who did you lose to the first week of the season?
Florida Gators.
Who? Who?
I
Seattle.
swear to
That's
God.
still the
Seattle.
Burn this
Seattle.
podcast
Gino.
down
Let's
to the ground
ride.
right
Ah,
now.
yeah, come back to Seattle, boy. Let's ride. Russell Wilson's the worst. Y'all see his
Oh, boy.
the NFL Network posted a video of him on Twitter this week. It's like Pee Wee or high school football where he's trying to get the offense to tell the defense
How
what
far
they're-
do we get to college football?
what
When do we
they're
get into
running.
college
He's
football?
Coming up.
he's making the offense yell out to the defense, run or pass. He's so cheesy. So cheesy. And
Did you
pay-
always feel this
just-
way about him?
Oh,
that-
I never
stand
I,
up.
I never liked Russell.
I'm not the one that traded for him,
All right,
all right,
so-
but you got to live with what you have.
You love him though, don't you?
All right,
do
real
now.
quick then. So, who is going to end up with the worst record of these 0-2 teams at the end of the season?
Falcons.
Falcons.
Called that before. Again, our friend Austin. I think they're going to be pretty good. Marcus.
But if you look at the last
That's a
two
good
games,
impression.
if you look at the last 2 games they played,
Read
they were
the
close.
list off again.
They were close.
I'm going to go Titans.
It's
Re-
Bengals, Raiders, Titans, Panthers, Falcons.
Definitely Falcons.
All right, let's switch over to the teams that have winning records, undefeated at 2 entire games.
Bills.
Dolphins, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Giants, Bucks.
Bills
Bills.
won the Super Bowl.
Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
Is the other Super Bowl team in that group? Because you got 3 NFC teams right there.
Eagles.
Giants and Bucks. No one's
Eagles
thinking of the
looks
Giants.
Literally
bro.
a toss up. And it's not between those 3 teams either.
The Bucks ain't going to do it, man. They're too injured.
The
They're-
NFC is an entire toss up.
Yeah. You,
Bucks have way too many injuries.
At this-
Tom Brady's
at this
imploding.
moment- at this moment, everybody wants to say Eagles, but
There's a lot of football left. They look good though.
the Bills have just played. They played 2 games and they've dominated
They're
both
so
games.
lights out.
So good
Both sides of the
on
ball.
both sides of the ball.
All right, so of these 2-0 teams, then, and we'll switch over after that.
Who's the fake one? The Giants.
Who's the least?
Definitely the,
The
Giants.
Giants are
That is
Giants,
some baby
yeah.
back
Yeah.
BS, bro.
All right, so
They-
they've got 2 wins now. What do you say, Jody? You go first. How many wins will the Giants end up with?
6 tops. Sorry.
You're good.
I
I was going to
jump.
ask you
I
next
jump.
anyway.
I would have to take a deeper dive at their schedule, but I hate to say 6 does sound right.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
no, I'll give them, since they started 2-0, I'll give them 8.
I
They're
think
not
the
making the
Cowboys.
playoffs, though.
I think the Cowboys do work
we
this
can
week.
we can do it quick.
All right.
Cowboys Giants. Who y'all got
Cowboys.
where
in New
York.
York?
Giants?
No.
I got Giants.
No.
It's like this weekend.
Yeah, this week Monday night.
Definitely
Cowboys.
Giants.
Cowboys. Okay.
It's time for a quarterback controversy.
You
Dak
want
Prescott's in
write it
trouble.
down on the back of the screen?
So what we have? 2 Giants, 2 Cowboys.
Yeah. Bears Giants
Ooh.
in New York.
Bears.
I'll probably give that to the.
Oh,
Bears. No,
I
in
don't
New
know.
York.
I don't know. Maybe the
No,
Giants.
the Giants are gonna win that.
Oh, Bears.
Giants Packers in Green
Bears.
Bay. Packers.
Packers.
Yeah. Ravens Giants. Ravens.
Ravens.
Everybody. Giants Jaguars.
Hey.
Giants.
Okay.
How about them Jaguars though?
Yeah, I'll take the Jags in that one.
I will too.
If it's
What
in
have they
Jacksonville.
done? What's Jacksonville done?
Beat
Yeah, it
the
is
brakes off Indy.
Indy sucks.
Hey,
The entire
I
AFC
thought
South
thought Matt
sucks.
Ryan was the truth. But he
Uh,
had some agreement there. going
Giants-
solo.
That's
Giants
why I didn't
at
say
Seahawks.
Titans last time, because the entire AFC South sucks.
Giants at Seahawks.
Uh-oh.
Fucking
What are you gonna do,
coin
Solo?
flip.
Giants.
Coin
What
flip.
was that one?
Giants at Seahawks. I'll take Seattle.
At Seattle? Yeah, Seattle.
Gino, 3 touchdowns.
Gino's a truth.
87
Gino's
yards
a
passing.
truth. Aren't you a
Giants 'cause I
Seahawks
hate
fan?
Solo.
No. Look,
Give me the Giants 'cause I hate Solo.
we didn't record this last week, but if
Why
the
are we even
Seahawks, hold
doing
on,
this?
if the Seahawks only win one game this season, I'm fine because
the
the one
that-
game they
the
won
one they won
is because against Russ. I'm totally fine with that. I told them totally fine with that.
I think
All right, Texans, Giants.
Giants.
I'll take Giants. Yeah, Lions, Giants. I'll take
Lions.
Lions all day. Playoff team.
Giants, Cowboys in Texas.
Definitely Cowboys.
Giants upset late.
I like that. Commanders, Giants.
I like it more.
Commanders.
Giants.
God, they're both NFC
Yeah, it's
least.
a tough one. I'm gonna go Giants because at home.
Skins.
Eagles, Giants.
Eagles all day.
Eagles.
Eagles by a million.
Now Giants, Commanders in Washington.
Washington.
Okay.
Giants versus Vikings.
Vikings.
Is it prime
That's a
time?
toss-up.
If it's prime time, they lose. Kirk Cousins sucks.
He sucks.
Prime time. If it's at
It's
noon,
too early,
Vikings
it's
win.
too early out.
Some
You
of
don't know.
some of those memes where his helmet's just facing the
I mean,
other way.
his record in prime time is terrible.
I gotta say, guys,
Yeah.
of all the great podcasting, going through the New York Giants schedule, really?
That's what we're doing right now.
But there was a Kirk
Because they're
Cousins.
2-0. They're 2-0. That's the
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, I feel
Somebody,
like that's necessary.
somebody
I think-
asked,
I think all the other.
No one gives a shit about Daniel Jones.
If you look at the other 2-0 teams, I think the
Danny
other
Dimes.
2-0 teams
Saquon
make
Barkley
playoffs.
is either going to do
Dolphins?
pretty good or get hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the Dolphins make playoffs.
somebody asked if Kirk
I think the
Cousins
Dolphins are
has,
for real.
does he have
I'll
an
say that.
astigmatism because of the bright lights at night, and so he's having trouble seeing his receivers.
No.
That one had me rolling.
My favorite was when his helmet was literally turned the other way, and he's just sorry. Go
Very
ahead.
good. Hey,
Kirk
Trent,
Cousins.
what else is your favorite at the moment? Dealing with spread the positive.
Oh man, it's more of the same, man. We got some cool stuff happening. Just trying to keep it all moving. As always, looking for supporters, advertisers, sponsors, all the things. Cut a check. We got some cool stuff.
Are you still in 40 shows?
Pushing it. Yeah.
Are we still top 40?
Yeah, y'all are definitely top 40, man.
I
You
get
made the
nervous
cut,
every
man.
time. It scares me.
Top 40 for sure.
Top 40 is nice though.
So where can they find you,
I mean,
Mr. Trent?
no one says top 10. But top 40. I don't
Honestly,
know where in the
on
top
the
40 you're at.
consistency scale, y'all are up there. I'd
Oh,
probably say top 15-ish, maybe.
If Casey Kasem said top 40, you'd be like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how can they find you, Trent? What's
At
the-
Spread the Positive, spreadthepositive.net. You can hit us on the Google too.
Ooh,
We got a
Google.
studio.
Ooh, Googs.
Nice.
We got a studio, and we can bring a studio to you. So we got some cool stuff happening.
Studio to go.
Studio on wheels. Studio on demand.
Well, thank you, Mr. Trent.
Yeah, man.
Hashtag rep the spread.
I'd rather you didn't.
I can't help it. It's now part of the slogan. All right, let's get into why we brought Jody in tonight. So, Jody, you're a big Vols fan, right? Probably one of the biggest that I know of, anyway. I know a few. Solo, you don't have to answer that. I already know. Solo,
The biggest.
The biggest.
There's nothing big about him. Look at him. There's nothing big about him.
we're in
What's
Dolphin
big about
Run.
me is my confidence in the fact that the Vols are gonna run all over these shit ass Gators tomorrow.
Talking to the
At
mic. Talking to the mic.
2:30
Talking to
at
the mic.
2:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow.
On CBS.
Solo,
The
you're
Tennessee
a,
Volunteers are gonna drop 60 points on the worst team in the entire SEC.
Wow.
With the worst
Wow.
quarterback
You hear
I've
this?
ever seen
Thank you.
in my
Whoa.
entire life.
He's been
And
waiting
I've
on
been
this.
watching Vol football for the last 12 years. All right.
you're young.
This man,
He's a sure
Anthony
guy.
Richardson, the quarterback for Florida, out of 3 games has thrown a total of 0 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions,
That's a hell of an intro.
but also
He's doing his
Congratulations
homework.
to him.
He's doing his homework.
he's had 3 tackles as a quarterback. I mean,
Good.
that's pretty talented right there.
That's not
Yes.
bad. So Jody is the Vol fan. Solo.
If he didn't put
On
that
the other
together.
side of the ball, the
Lord.
Tennessee Volunteers quarterback, Hendon Hooker, Heisman favorite in my eyes.
I mean, your eyes is all that matters, though, right?
It's all that
it's
matters.
all matters.
as a starter for the Vols, has thrown 42 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Just two.
That's how is he not the favorite right now? The man is a monster. He can do anything. He can run it. He can pass.
Oh
He-
my god.
with
I'm gonna have to
with
mute.
no
No, I think
blocking
so.
whatsoever, with the worst offensive line I've seen in
Worst
Tennessee.
offensive line.
The
in
man
Tennessee.
can get out and still throw a 60-yard bomb to Big Said Till, Cedric Tillman, who will be back this Saturday. I promise you that.
guarantee.
Yeah, inside
And
sources.
scored 2 touchdowns,
2 touchdowns.
on these punk ass Gators.
Someone get this man.
All right, ready? Jody, shut up. Solo,
Yeah.
you're the Gator fan.
Well, you
So,
got
in
Mr. 2-1,
In the last,
Mr. Lost to Kentucky.
Whoa,
Hey,
everybody.
when you were talking, I didn't say anything. And
Yeah.
it was my turn,
Well,
right?
We're gonna show some.
So-
respect.
That'll be fun.
This is what the stats say. All right. And then the last 17 matchups between Tennessee and Florida. Florida is 16-1.
Not a word.
That's disrespectful.
16-1. 16-1, right?
It's
16 and
almost
1.
undefeated. It's like the
Right.
Undertaker at WrestleMania.
The last ranked Vols team to beat Florida was in 2016.
Correct. That was the last time they won.
No, it wasn't. They did get
No, last time we won was
they won recently. It doesn't really
2016.
matter.
2016.
That's not what I said, right? 2016.
You get your stats right.
I said 2016, didn't I?
Yeah.
Right.
You were doubting yourself.
So
Stupid.
I mean, look.
Handle your booze.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Wait, hold on.
I'm ready.
Tennessee's a favorite going into this, and I mean they gave them a double digit
Yes, they did. We'll get
spread.
into that at the end of the show.
it is. So the pressure's on Tennessee.
All
You're
right.
playing at home. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna get into
No,
the
you're
money
not.
line.
You're not.
You're playing at home, and you got guys like this guy right here, who are just talking,
So much.
just talking.
That's what they do.
They. Uh-oh.
Sorry, Jody.
No.
Tennessee played Pitt at Pitt.
Mhm.
It was a close game.
Very.
Went into overtime.
Shoulda
Tennessee
lost.
won. Tennessee won.
South
Tennessee
Florida.
won. Put your headphones on.
South Florida.
I can hear you.
Put your headphones on. All right. And look, I mean, we beat the number 6 team in the country at the time. Number 6 team in the country at the time, right? We beat the number 6. Hold on. I'm letting you talk. I'll let you talk. Now it's my turn. We beat the number 6 team country
You talk.
at the time, right?
Mhm.
And after that, all right, we lost to Kentucky.
You broke it
At
down.
We lost-
Kentucky,
we lost-
right?
No. That was in
that was at
Florida.
home?
It was in Florida.
Was it a basketball game?
No, it was not. It was not. Kentucky's no joke this year.
Oh, no, we're the ones that beat Kentucky in basketball.
True that.
Oh yeah, because you're not a basketball school, you're not a football school, you're not a baseball school. Who knows what you are?
Best of both
I mean,
worlds.
what best of what world? What world, huh? Tennessee is the favorite in this game,
Mhm.
without a doubt. You're playing at home. Tennessee's the favorite, and Anthony Richardson needs to step up. I'm just saying that he needs to step up. If he has a good game, the Gators gonna be chomping. All right, if we gonna chomp, but if he does not have a good game, then
This is
this
great.
is Tennessee's game to lose.
Yes.
It is.
You're at home. You are what do you got ranked, Jody? 11?
11.
11?
They are number 11.
When's the last time I got ranked in the top 10? It's been years, huh?
2016.
No,
Last time we
2016.
beat
No,
you.
2016 you were ranked 14th. When's the last time you've been
After we
ranked
beat you.
in the top 10?
I don't know if that 98 probably.
Yeah, 98.
Nah, they were pretty good like a
Remember-
year or so after that.
98.
98, 98, 98,
It was
98.
2004.
2004 is before. Oh, that's a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
2004. What grade was you in?
Don't ask me what grade I was.
What grade was you in?
Why
Look,
do you keep? Can I talk again?
Oh no. I don't know.
He
We're gonna put you on
keeps
a
bringing
time.
up everything he said has nothing to do with the actual players that are playing in this game tomorrow.
All right. That's
Yes,
I will give you
they're
that.
they're
That's an
playing.
excellent
He's
lead-in.
talking about the last 16, 17 years. We just got a new coach last year, Josh Heupel, with the most exciting offense in the nation. We all watched UCF throw up 70 points every single season, every single week for 6 seasons in a row. And he came to Tennessee and he does the exact same thing. We have the most exciting, fastest paced offense in the Power Five, not only the Power Five, in the entire nation. And we also have a pretty good Power 5 defense.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, who uses
Hey,
pretty good to describe their defense? Pretty
Look,
good?
look.
What are we in elementary school?
The
We have
Titans.
a better defense than UCF, which held you to 23 points last weekend.
Okay.
And
US.
and your quarterback couldn't score one single touchdown against the University of South fucking Florida.
Whoa,
Well, there
everybody.
we go. There we
Put
go.
it-
We're there. We're
Put
there.
$1 in the jar.
We're
I'm
there.
sorry, you couldn't. He couldn't. A Heisman hopeful couldn't score a single
Right.
passing touchdown on the University of South Florida.
All right, so we'll get into
Moving on.
this season. All right, ready? That's my turn. Here we go.
Go Vols.
Go, JD.
So Jody said this season, here's what I have so far, minus some hiccups and all that crap. Florida's offense this year, passing not great, rushing
No,
212
not
a
great.
game.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. It's not great.
He
It's
said-
the worst in the.
I thought we were going to let him talk.
Yeah. So the opponents have only sacked him twice though, all season. And so you still have to compensate for whether he had good game, bad game or not, the
I
dual
wish he
threat
would throw.
of
I
Anthony.
wish he would throw.
So on the other side, Tennessee's offense, Hooker, 844 yards this year passing, 6 touchdowns, 17 touchdowns, no picks in the last 6 games total. The offense averaging 553.7, 52 a game, most amongst the SEC in the first 3 weeks.
Who they play? Did they play any SEC defenses in the first?
They
3
have
weeks?
not.
Okay, about to say.
All right, so they're still 371.3 a
only the
game.
number 15 ranked team in the nation in Pittsburgh.
That's true.
That's not an
Defense
SEC team though.
allowing 14.3.
That's all you can say about Utah.
And they're only giving up 83.3 rushing, 2.8 a carry. They've had 8 sacks and only getting 5.9 yards per pass attempt. So, with that being said, we will go with Jody first in a hopefully calmer manner this time. Jody, give me a handful, let's say 3 keys, actual keys that you think Vols must do to win this game. What are the 3 most important things the Vols need
right.
to do to win this game?
The first thing is to have a relatively mediocrely basic defense in order to stop the worst quarterback in the SEC. That's the number one thing they need. If all 12 of our starters, 11, I'm drunk. You're right. Don't even say it.
What are you looking at?
He's watching the camera.
Yeah.
This bar
If
stool.
all
Sorry,
11
see
of
the
our
audience.
defensive starters can still hang with the worst of the worst in the SEC, then we will still hold them to 0 passing touchdowns.
Can we have him back next week?
I think we
Yes.
should.
We should have him back.
Oh,
next week.
yeah.
We should have him back.
I have
After
a,
we drop 60 on us.
I actually have a bet proposition at the end of the game.
Rivalry games are different.
All right, give
man.
me 2 more real quick.
It's not different. It's just when you're
2 more
dealing
keys.
with
2 more,
obnoxious
2 more
Vols
keys.
fans.
Exact-
Hendon Hooker is going to throw.
Needs to throw.
Cedric Tillman is questionable for the game, our number 1 wide receiver.
And
Big
look,
Ced
I'll
Till-
say it.
Big
He
Ced
is
Till's
probably the best wide receiver in the SEC. I'll
But
say
when
it.
he went out last weekend, Jalen Hyatt scored immediately 2 60-yard touchdown passes out of nowhere,
All right.
one-handed.
Against who?
One
So
more.
Jalen Hyatt needs to step up and become the number 1 wide receiver.
All right, one more key.
But earlier, you guaranteed that Tillman was playing. You guaranteed it.
He
earlier.
will play.
You guaranteed it earlier.
He'll
now
be
you're-
on the field.
Are you backtracking? or
He will
what?
be
Are you
on the
backtracking? Are you
field.
backtracking?
He will be on the field, but Jalen Hyatt needs to step
What does
up
it mean
because
on the field? What does on the field mean?
he will be distracting your horrific defense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair
All right,
enough.
last key.
But Jalen Hyatt will be the one that scores all the touchdowns.
Give me one more real quick.
And
Special
the-
teams. Will it play a part?
No. The absolute
Oh, he's preaching.
perfect beauty of 109,000 Tennessee fans
he
in
ain't wrong.
Checker Neyland Stadium singing Rocky Top 7 times in a row as
That's a
we
lot.
drop 57 points
I
on
went down
your
3.
ass.
That's a
Earlier,
key.
yeah, you caught that too.
I did too,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
And that's a key.
All right, and now
That's the absolute key.
All right.
Because y'all won't even be able to fathom how loud that stadium gets. Brady Quinn went on another podcast earlier
There is no
2
other
days
podcast,
ago
just mine.
and said this, and I quote,
And you quote.
Neyland Stadium's the hardest place he's ever played.
It's Brady Quinn.
From Notre Dame.
I know.
From Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
big
He
fat
did
head.
nothing.
Hardest place he ever played. He said his center turned around on him on third down and said, the fucking ball is shaking. I can't do anything. No
would be
one
cool.
could hear him other than his center.
All right, ready? Now,
It's the
our
loudest place in the world.
counter
Oh,
argument.
boy.
Solo.
They've got nothing for us.
Give me 3 keys.
All right. So the
If you
first
have
one
them.
I'm gonna just rebuttal with real quick. I'm just gonna first
That
take this
Anthony
one.
Richardson has to
No,
throw one
no,
single
no,
touchdown.
What?
He wants to talk about. I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
talk.
This is like a formal debate.
You want to talk about 100,000 singing Rocky Top 7 times, blah 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 blah,
110,000.
whatever you 110, 120, 155. Bring your mama's kids, bring your daddy's kids, bring all your inbreds. It don't matter to me. But check this out. The last
Nope.
7 games at Neyland, Florida's won 6 of them. 6 of them, right? 6 of them. Anthony Richardson is going to need to have a big game for sure. He's going to have a big game. He can't play the way he's played against Kentucky and South Florida. I'm going to need him to play a lot against Utah. Yes, he didn't throw touchdowns, but you know what? He still won the game. Right.
Okay.
Our defense has not been good. Defense has not been good. I'm not going to lie to you. The key to this game is that hurry up, quick offense that UT plays.
Fastest in the nation.
Again, you're interrupting me. You're interrupting me. We have to slow him down. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to slow him down. Again, shut up. Shut up. All right.
I love it.
This is good.
If we can slow down that offense and get a couple 3 and outs early in the first half, I like our chances. I like our chances. Anthony Richardson needs to show out. Hendon Hooker, okay, he's thrown for whatever what did you say? 800 yards or
844
whatever.
is
You know,
pretty good.
6 touchdowns, blah blah blah, whatever. But he ain't playing no SEC defense.
And it's a rivalry game. Everything.
All of the pressure is on Tennessee.
Yes. Oh, boy.
I played it. No, wait, you can't do that. It's a copyright thing, though, to make it stop.
And I muted him. That's
Oh,
fine.
No, I can still hear it. All right, cool.
All the pressure's on
Sorry.
Tennessee. This is Tennessee's game to lose.
Yeah.
When's the last time they had this much pressure?
98.
Exactly.
All right.
No,
Moving on.
16 was way more stressful than this. I was way more worried about 16 than I was this.
It's just
game.
going to be fun to watch how y'all actually do mess
This
it
game.
up. I hate
I'm
to
so
be a hater, but
overconfident. It's crazy.
You're
16, I was
overconfident
very
all
worried.
the time.
No, 16. I was
Right.
worried. I was like fearful. We hadn't beat
Y'all
y'all
are
in
good.
11 years. I'm not worried anymore.
Let's go to the unbiased people at the moment. Trent, any thoughts on how you think this will play out?
I think the Vols do win. I
Damn right we do.
I don't think it's a blowout, and I think it's very close, like always. These games are always tight. Like, doesn't matter who's favored, how much. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes Florida blows people out. I don't know. Vols probably win. I just look forward to seeing how they mess it up eventually. Sorry to be a hater.
So I
Look
have,
at
I have-
Jody's staring through my soul right now.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
2 theories
I'm an asshole.
on how this game goes, and I think we'll know by the end of the first quarter.
All right, let's go.
For Florida to win, I think they have to put together a couple of long drives, tire out the defense, and then rapidly have Tennessee do, like, say, 2 or 3 and outs in a row. Then that defense is completely gassed. Florida has a real chance at that point. They drive, mix in the run and pass. The defense is worn down. Hooker starts off like when Pitt, when they had several 3 outs in a row. You do that to them, there's a problem. On the other end of it, for the Vols, quick strike with the crowd. I'm actually with you on the crowd.
Yeah.
If they score fast and early into the game, and the team gets into it, the offense gets that confidence, the crowd gets that rumbling noise,
It's
the Gators are overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's over.
And so it's going to be one of the 2 long drives against 3 and outs or quick strike and environment. One of those 2 things will happen, and that will determine who wins the game.
Can I say one
I
thing?
think that's super solid.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing?
Can I say one thing?
Can I say one thing?
Can I pay that though?
Can I pet
Get
that
that
dog?
dog.
No, like for real, if Florida is to win this game, there's only one way to do it, and that is slow
Yeah.
everything down. And that means on offense, Anthony Richardson has to run for like 300 to 400 yards just as a quarterback because their running backs can't do it. Their running backs are terrible.
Your defense is shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, no,
Your defense is shit.
and we are tough.
You
on
play
stopping the running.
Pitt got
But
you though.
also,
Pitt your ticket to overtime. Who'd you play? Who'd you play other than Pitt?
The main
Who'd
thing,
you play other than Pitt, bruv?
Nobody.
Who did you fucking
We
lose to
beat
other
the
than
number
Pitt?
6 team in the country
At the time.
at the
At the
time.
time.
Who'd you play?
Yeah, week
Who'd you
one.
play?
All right,
Week one.
listen.
All right, moving on.
Both of you
Piss off.
shut it.
No,
Piss off.
I want to say one more thing.
Nope.
Because here's what they're gonna do. Here's exactly what they're gonna do, and it may or may not work. I don't know, but I guarantee you, when it gets into the mid third quarter from the game on, Florida is gonna start faking injuries every
Oh my God.
single play on defense.
Hey,
They
Trent,
will, just to slow the Tennessee offense down.
Everybody does that.
I know.
Everyone does that.
Everybody does that. So what do you?
But
What are you calling out? Everybody does that. You guys
Well,
have.
that's what Ole Miss did to us last year, which involved the mustard bottles and golf balls on the field.
Trent.
That's what they kept
you guys
doing.
have an excuse
the
for
entire
everything. You have an excuse for everything.
All right,
That's
ready?
your only chance
This
of
is
winning.
this is
Whoa,
your chance.
pause.
This is your chance to show that you are an
Your
SEC.
only chance of winning is to fake injuries the entire time.
Wow.
Oh, okay,
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
okay.
Trent, this is what's going to make spread the positive.
We have
famous. I
massively
just have
better
a feeling.
players on every facet of the ball.
What happens
Let's-
if you lose?
It's going to be
No,
embarrassing.
no,
I will
save that,
Never
save
speak
that.
to you again.
You hear it here
It's
first.
not- it's
You
not
hear it
his
here first
fault.
on
Is
JD
that
Knows
wishful
Now.
thinking?
If Tennessee loses to Florida, which will happen, I guarantee it. Mark it in your books. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Jody
What
will
do
not
you
talk to
hear,
me
dude?
again. I'll still
All right, what
talk to
else
you
is
because I
on?
love you.
All right, moving on.
All right. Well,
moving
let's
on.
make a cash bet.
No.
We'll
We'll get
let's
into the
make-
bet. We'll
Okay,
get into the bet.
We'll make it into that.
All right, so
I'm gonna rip that chain off your chest.
oh, I love it. This is beautiful. Let's get into lines right quick, and then
I'll
we'll go
put
back
my
to this.
inheritance on this shit.
You don't have any money.
You don't have. All right.
It's like Legos.
I got both my Lego sets.
Yeah, they're not even matching pieces. All right, so
They're both open.
let's get into the lines, Trent.
Go Vols.
Oh my god.
I've really enjoyed this episode.
One of them stuck to my foot.
Oh, here we go.
So now it's time for lines.
What?
I have no idea. I don't know what he means by that.
Let's do lines.
Lines.
Sounds fun.
Scottish Bill.
All right, before we get into the end of this, we're going to cut you off quick after
Oh
the
my
score.
gosh.
All right, let's go NFL first. Raiders against Titans. Raiders 2.5-point favorite. These are all from action247.com, by the way. Over under 45.5. We will start with Solo. Who you got? Raiders v Titans.
I like the over.
So you're taking the over. Who covers?
I think the Raiders win by more than 2.5.
Me too.
Jody.
This is
I'm gonna
a 0-2
take
matchup, and the Titans got their ass handed to them. And but the Raiders lost last week to Baby Yoda, but
Isn't Bud Dupree out too?
the Titans are struggling right now.
They're deep. We didn't even get into that. Like
Yeah, it wasn't
losing
worth it.
both of their like
And their
Main linebackers.
corners are not playing. I mean, I like the Raiders in this one.
Devontae's gonna have a.
Who you
field
got?
day.
Raiders, Titans.
I agree with the Raiders minus 2.5, but here's
like
a weird thing with gambling being nationally almost legalized in America, with 35 states, I think it is
Mhm.
now.
And Russia.
Well, this year on 2 weeks of NFL, the under has hit 65% of the time in all NFL games.
It's been bad.
So you could either take that one of two ways. You could say it's about time that the over starts hitting, or you could say do not touch it at all.
Yeah.
I like the over.
And
I
therefore,
like the
in
over
my
this one.
opinion, I'm only taking Raiders minus 2.5.
I like the over
because the
this one.
Titans are terrible
Trent,
right now.
I think both defenses are not good, so I like the over.
Trent, who do you got? Raiders, Titans, minus
I
2.5.
think
Raiders.
I'm a copycat Solo.
I'm actually going on Raiders by 16 and the over.
Wow.
That was like plus
16.
5,000.
They don't have. They have zero defense. Carr is decent at best,
Yeah,
and
no,
Devontae Adams
Raiders offense
is better than Diggs. It's he's going to torch him for about
No,
160.
No, he's not.
Two
All right,
touchdowns,
Not this
160.
season. All right, go
All
next.
right, Bills
This
Dolphins
is the game right here.
-5 to the Bills at Dolphins. 53.5. Jody, go first.
Bills
Who you got?
by a billion.
No way.
Over 5. He's saying. All right, Solo.
The Bills win every game by 15 this year. They're that.
See, I
good.
don't. I
I
like.
don't know about that.
I'm
They
all,
got a lot of injuries.
I'm
Von
all
Miller.
on.
Von
He's
Miller.
hurt.
No, he's not. It's Ed Oliver.
Oh,
The other guy's hurt. I like the Bills to win everything, but in this one, I think I'll take Dolphins +5 plus the over.
You're gonna regret it.
Trent.
I still think the Bills
I
win.
think
I
I
think the
think the
Bills win.
Dolphins are legit.
But I think
man.
it's
and
more-
they got
more stuff.
this week in particular, the Bills are like coming off some serious injuries and being at home. And I think that Dolphins coach, what's his name? Mike.
Mike McDonald's.
Yeah, I think he's the truth.
So for me, this is actually my upset pick. They've been playing on such a high. I'm kind of with you on that part, Trent. This is the Dolphins Super Bowl. They will actually win this game outright, barely, by like, say, 2 points into the game. But Bills will run roughshod over everyone else the rest of the year.
Yeah.
This is the hiccup game for them. They'll lose to the Dolphins in Miami.
But do you think
It
the
could happen.
Dolphins can play the same way they played after coming back down from 20-something last week? I don't see it 2 weeks in a row.
I kind of do.
But I think they
I
start
just
off
think
well.
I
That's the
think
difference.
I think the coach, I think he's like a Rain Man coach. Like he is so analytical and like I don't know. I'm kind of in on the Dolphins a little bit.
I guarantee you, if the Bills win this game, the next week, if they win that game, and the week following, no matter what happens,
Yeah.
JD is going to continue to be like,
This is the
Bills'
hiccup game.
every single week.
This is a letdown. This is a letdown. This is a letdown.
Nah,
I got a
I'm
1 in
kinda-
17.
I
I just-
promise you that.
I'm kind of
I'm
in
not
on the
really hoping
Dolphins. I
right.
think that guy's like so
When
analytical.
Tua said that phrase about like, I'm short, well, my receivers should get open or something, that's a lose the locker room kind of
All right.
statement.
We're running late on time. We're going to run through all these real quick, and then we'll get to the balls and make that one fast as well. All right, Packers, Bucks, -1.5. Tampa, we're going to go rapid fire. Go ahead first, Trent. Bucks, -1.5 to
I'm just-
Tampa.
Just putting it out there because I have to. Go Packers. Anybody but the Bucks forever and ever. Thank you.
All right, Jody, real quick. Which team?
Over 42.5.
And which team?
Over 42.5.
All right, cool.
I'll take Packers +1.5 plus over 42.5.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll take Tampa to win this one by 2. All right, Saints, Panthers.
Hold on, you know Bucks ain't got no wide receivers.
They got
Mike
nothing, man.
Evans is
They got
suspended.
no offensive line.
This season's been weird already, so these
complete
things could happen.
trash.
All right, let's
All
go.
right, Saints, Panthers. We will let Trent go last this time. Jody, -2.5 to the Saints.
Panthers +2.5.
Solo.
And the under 41.
Same thing what Jody said.
Yeah,
I'm actually going. Are we all 4 going Panthers on this one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the under.
And the under.
All right.
It's going to be like a 21-10 game.
yes.
Bengals, Jets at the Meadowlands. Solo -6 to the Bengals.
Give me Bengals -6 plus the over.
Jody.
I'm going to go Bengals -6, but I'm not touching the over-under.
Bengals are gonna blow them out.
You think?
Yeah.
I think this is the
I think
Joey
they, I
B
think they
bounce
can
back.
win 35-0 and not hit the over.
No, Jets will score a touchdown or two,
Trent.
I never trust the Jets.
especially after last week.
Yeah, I like the Bengals and the under.
I'm going to go Jets with, of all people, A.J. Brown late. Jets actually.
AJ Brown, he plays for the Eagles.
Or Eagles. Anyway. I'm still
Still
going the Jets late. All right. So I'll take the Jets with a very, very late winner. It'll be about, let's say, 36-yard touchdown pass right before time expires.
From Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
No, Joe
36
Burrow.
is
Joe
like,
Burrow. Joe Burrow.
no, Flacco's max is like 36 yards.
That's
So
what
that's why I
I'm
said
thinking through
36.
nowadays.
All right, Falcons, Seahawks. We'll let Solo go last on this one. Trent, Hawks.
Seahawks by 1 million.
There you go. Jody.
Got to go Falcons because I hate Solo and the Gators.
I'm actually going to take the Seahawks to cover. We'll go win by 6.
Give me the Dirty Birds.
So
Seahawks -1.5 under.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the only 3 college games that I found of interest.
There we
Trent,
go.
Clemson, -7, number 5, Clemson at 21, Wake Forest, -7, 55.5.
It's gonna be a game. I'll go Clemson. Clemson covers and over.
I will take Clemson to also cover and over.
Me
Jody?
too.
So
I would lean Wake
Just
on that +7 just because I think Clemson may very well win by exactly 7, but it could be closer than that. But definitely the over. I'm much
Yeah, they're
harder on
gonna
the
be
over than I am the Wake
All right.
+7.
Arkansas, A&M. A&M favored by 250 over under. Jody, who you got? Aggies, Razorbacks.
Yeah, Aggies. Aggies need to dominate this game just because of their embarrassment.
App
And,
State, baby.
Yeah, they
Mountaineers in
Aggies
this mode.
absolutely, and it's in Dallas. It's not necessarily. It's supposedly
it's not in
a
Arkansas.
neutral site game, but it's
Oh.
in Dallas. It's a Texas game. Give me A&M -2 and the over 50.
Solo
I like
Hogs,
that.
Aggies.
I like
-2.
that one. -2 A&M and over 50.
Yep, same.
All 4. All right, now let's get to the non-biased ones, and then we'll get to you two. And you have like literally a minute, so because
All
it's
right.
almost 9:45.
I'll do it.
Trent,
I'll
go
go.
first.
Vols, they don't cover, and it is over.
I am also going to take the Vols, also not to cover. And that OU is very close. And so I will take them to win, but only by 2.
Wow.
And they'll have 65 total points. So we'll go with the guest first. He rants too much. Oh,
Billy.
here we go.
I love how every previous game here, y'all would say so-and-so team plus whatever, but you never said Gators +11. You never neither one of you said Gators +11.
No,
Touche.
You just said Vols to win. That's all you.
But
yeah,
not
I don't
by
think they
11.
cover. I don't
And
think
I'll
they
be
cover
honest,
either.
I'm going to take your own sentiment because I don't know or don't know for sure. If I had to put my money on it, that we're going to win by 11. But I'd bet my life and soul that we will win this game
Oh my
outright.
God, we got that documented.
Tennessee money line, and even more than that, the over 63.
Yeah.
That's easy peasy. We'll score 63 on our own. if these sorry Gators can score a field goal,
Bruh.
then we're easy on the over.
Oh,
All right.
Solo, talk to us.
Well, I'm going to take Gators money line as well. And I'm going to take Gators plus
As well, you're
11.
the only one.
Plus
As well,
11.
you
And I'm going to take the over. But guess what? We're going to have this gentleman on the podcast.
Yeah,
next week.
you got to come back next
He's not
week.
going to show up because, as Tennessee fans do, they love to disappear when they lose. They just love to disappear when they lose. They've been talking a lot. You're playing at Neyland. You have to win this game. All the pressure's on you. Let's go Gators. Chomp, chomp, baby.
So,
Oh,
Gators,
Hold on,
chomp,
no,
chomp,
chomp.
baby.
Chomp,
Chomp, chomp.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Look how
yeah.
cute the
Oh,
little
yeah.
chomp
Hey,
is.
Hey, if you want to
Chomp,
see
chomp,
what's
chomp,
going
chomp,
on,
chomp,
30-50
chomp,
tomorrow, 30-50 tomorrow, 2:30 p.m.
all right, here you
We'll
go.
be there.
Here's the bet, because we're not going to do anything that online that's illegal. Next week on the show, loser has to wear the winner's team shirt. So Solo has to wear Vols, or Jody has to wear a Gators swag, and you have to wear it here. That's it. You'll never walk alone. Let's get the hell out of here before somebody else does something dumb.
Thank you, guys.